up guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jimothy. Now you guys have seen this map loads of times before my deck profile, so what I thought I would do today is actually profile a deck on for hires, which is probably one of my most fun favorite decks to play. So without wasting any more of your time, let's get straight on into it. So we are starting off with the main heartbeat of the deck, so to speak, which is Beat Bladesman for hire. Now what Beat allows you to do is when a for hire monster is special summoned to the field whilst he's on the field, he allows you to search for a for hire monster from your deck to your hand. This is the main combo starter. You want to see Beat as much as possible. Now if you didn't know, with the for hire monsters, they all have the ability, at least they're level 4 or lower. If a for hire monster is special summoned to the field, they all have effects and they allow for a special summon to happen. So Beat is definitely a free of in this deck. It's probably the most expensive card in this deck at about probably about £5. So it's a very budget deck, so to speak. Next we have Seal. Now what Seal does, he allows you to recur resources out of your graveyard. So again, if a for hire monster is special summoned to the field whilst it's on field, you get to target a for hire monster in your graveyard and add it back. Just be careful because Call by the Grave is a thing. So yeah. Next we have Triple Dumper for hire. Now Dumper, very simple effect. When a for hire monster is special summoned to the field whilst it's on field, you get to pop one face up card, which is really useful. Card bots per turn, obviously, as are all of them, but very useful, hence why I run it at 3. Next we are playing Triple Filo Messenger for hire. Now what Filo does, he allows some recursion. So if you've got a for hire monster in your graveyard, if a for hire monster is special summoned to your field, you can target a for hire monster in your graveyard and special summon it to the field in defense position. Now once it leaves the field, it actually goes to the bottom of your deck, so it allows for some recursion of your resources, because with this deck you tend to burn through resources pretty quickly, especially as you combo it off. So definitely a 3 of in my opinion. Next we are playing 2 Recon Scout for hire. Now what Recon does is very simple, similar to Dumper. So what he does is target set cards on the field and he pops them. So basically you're looking at back row cards realistically, because there's very few instances where you see people playing set monster cards, but it does come up from time to time, and Recon helps to deal with that. Next we are playing Double Bravo for hire. Now what Bravo allows you to do is once a for hire monster special summoned to the field, it gives you a 500 attack boost. It's not actually that useful. The reason why I run Bravo at 2 is because it allows you to go into some rank 4 Xyz plays, which is really easy to do in this deck, especially if you see Bravo and you've got Beat in hand. It allows you to get into rank 4 Xyz really quickly. And finally I play 1 Helmer for hire. You could probably cut this. Basically what it allows you to do is draw 1 card and discard 1 card. Not a very useful effect, hence why I play him at 1, but again it's just another name because we go through so many resources so quickly. Next we're on to the bigger boss monsters of the deck. We have Double Rafali Champion for hire. This is fantastic. So this has a similar effect as Salaman Great Foxy, but when it's special summoned to the field, you can excavate the cards from your top of your deck, I think it's 3, and you get to add 1 of them to hand, a for hire 1 to hand, and you get to shuffle the rest back into your deck. Excellent. And its secondary ability is if a monster effect is activated, you can discard 1 for hire monster card from your hand and negate the activation. This is probably your boss monster of the main deck, and it's probably what you want to go into just to finish off your plays. Next we have Double Sagita Maverick for hire. Now what Sagita does, she allows you to basically only allow your opponent to target this card with card effects, hence why I run it at 2. Can be quite useful. So mind control, any kind of monster effects that target this card, it only goes towards Sagita. So it's really good card in that sense if you're playing defensively and if you're setting up for your first turn boards. Next we have 1 Diner for hire. Now Diner, basically what he allows you to do is your opponent monsters can only attack into Diner, hence why I only run him at 1. It's not as useful as Rafali and Sagita, hence why I only run him at 1. We also have Wiz Sage for hire. Now what Wiz allows you to do is negate a spell or trap by discarding 1 for hire card from your hand. Similar effect to Rafali, but it's basically for spells and traps, hence why I only run her at 1. Again, a very defensive card, so yeah. Next, we have a small danger package. So we are running 1 danger Bigfoot, 1 danger Thunderbird, 1 danger Nessie, and 1 danger Tsukinoko. This is literally just a cycle for our deck. This deck has a lot of draw power if played properly, and especially with some of the dangers that I've got in here, you can hard make some rank 8 XYZ monsters, hence why I'm running the danger package. Specifically with Rafali and one of your danger monsters, you can go into a rank 8 XYZ play. So yeah, really useful just to basically tutor through my deck as well as getting resources. Next, we are going on to the spells, and we are playing triple Call by the Grave. Nothing really needs to be said about Call by the Grave. You want your combos to go through. Call by the Grave allows that to do that. You don't want to be eating a hand trap early because it can kind of shut down your play. So yeah, triple Call by the Grave. Next, we are running the Monster Reborn for the archetype, which is Mayhem for Hire. Quick play spell, so you can actually pop this, activate this on your opponent's turn. Basically, target 1 for Hire monster in your graveyard, special summon it to your field. You can only activate 1 per turn. Really useful card. I only play it at 2 because I don't want to see 2 or 3 in my opening hand. So yeah. Next, for a bit of disruption, we're playing double. Whoops, move that out of the way. Double Forbidden Chalice. Very simple. Basically a budget infinite impermanence. I really like this card, especially with the upcoming Master Rule, because it's a quick play card. It's always live, which is what I like. Again, infinite impermanence probably would be a better card to play in this instance, but if you don't have access to it, you can definitely use Forbidden Chalice as a replacement. Next, for some one-offs, we are playing 1 for 1. 1 Monster Reborn, 1 reinforcement to the army. This basically allows you to get to beat quicker, so you're playing 4 copies of beat with this in your deck, reducing your deck down. It's a 42 card deck, by the way. 1 Raigeki, nobody assumes this. This is actually a game winner right here. I can see why this is only at 1. Catches some people by surprise, especially if you pop it and they're not ready to deal with it. And I also play 1 Hey Trunade. The reason why I play the Hey Trunade is because I initially thought, the way that I thought about doing this deck was basically get a bunch of monsters on board, blow away their back row and just attack the game. It does come up in some instances and it can be useful just to get your plays going. So yeah. Next, onto the traps. We are running 1 Training for Hire, 1 Compulsory Evacuation Device, 1 Jar of Avarice, and for some secret saucy spicy tech, 1 Jelly Cannon. Now this thing is absolutely amazing. It is a little bit slow as are all the trap cards, but Jelly Cannon, being able to shuffle away one of your monsters, so non-destruction removal, can be really useful in some situations, and it activates in a damage step. Again, Jar of Avarice as well, because you tutor through so many of your resources so quickly. Jar of Avarice basically allows you to put back some of those resources whilst drawing 1, especially on your opponent's turn, which can be really useful. Compulsory Evacuation Device don't need no introduction. So yeah. Right, onto the extra deck. Now the main monster you want to go into in this deck is Fogo Justice for Hire. Now he's actually amazing. So what happens when he's link summoned, he takes 3 monsters with different, let me just check, 3 monsters with different types. Now a lot of your for hire monsters are different types, and when he is link summoned, you can actually special summon a for hire monster from your hand, different from the types used to actually make him. And what he also allows you to do is, if you attack over one of your opponent's monsters and you have a for hire monster on field, you can draw 1 card. If you've got 3 different for hire monsters on field, you can draw 3 cards, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely amazing. You do want to turbo into Fogo. Only thing is, he can't be used for link material, which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. But you do want to see Fogo and go into him as quickly as possible. Next, we're playing 1 Link Karibo. That's basically for a Filo Messenger for Hire, just to make a column, get him off the field, and actually can act as a negate. 1 Underclap Taker, just for some utility. Next, we are playing 1 Nightmare Cerberus, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Nightmare Unicorn. Not much needs to be said about the Nightmare monsters. They've all got their own utility in their own right. We're also playing, for a bit of a tech as well, Amphibious Swamp Ship Amber Whale. Basically what this allows you to do is, if it gets destroyed whilst it's on the field, you can actually target a link 3 or lower link monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So basically it allows me to get my Fogo back. You can actually link really quickly in this deck because of your ability to special summon from the hand, and this kind of like just kind of reoccurs some of those resources that you've used. Next for XYZs, more utility. We're running 1 Tornado Dragon, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Baguska just to stall out. Really good cards. Not much needs to be said about those. Yeah. And we are running 1 Hope Harbinger and 1 Sanafad the Sky Prison. Now this is basically a rank 8 version of the Abyss Dweller in some instances. Again, like I said, you can hard make the rank 8 XYZ monsters in this deck, hence why I've thrown these 2 in, and I've actually got a couple of spots left, mainly for Borrowsword Dragon, which I don't own just yet, just to kill my opponent even quicker, but these 2 are actually really useful. So yeah. So ladies and gents, that is the deck. Tell me what additions you would make. Would you make any additions? Would you throw any more text in? I don't know, but let me know in that comment section below. And if you did enjoy this video, please do the usual, like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And I will definitely see you guys on the next video. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.